At the Last Supper, did Jesus use a fancy golden holy grail? Or was it more humble, like something made out of clay? I always just assumed the second, but ultimately I thought that it doesn't really matter, and that it's more about what Jesus established at the table. However, as I was deep in research for this piece, I found an answer that is both highly probable historically and would hold significant spiritual meaning as well. Stone vessels. During the Second Temple era, the Jewish religious leaders had become even more strict in their observance of the purity laws. They found vessels made from stone to be more ritualistically clean than those made from other materials, since they don't absorb the contents and could be more easily cleaned. Because of this, a stone vessel industry started to develop in Israel. By the mid-century BC, the industry exploded under Roman occupation because of the new tools available to them. In 2002, archaeologists discovered a large production area where thousands of pieces of these stone vessels were found. While stoneware would have been much more expensive than standard clay vessels, archaeologists have come to find that most of the Jewish homes would have owned at least one set, and that is because of the push for ritual purity during sacred holidays like Passover. With all that in mind, it's still impossible to prove with 100% certainty that Jesus used stone vessels in the upper room during the Last Supper. But to me, it would be much more difficult to convince myself that they used anything else. And now here is the really cool spiritual significance. Jesus pouring wine, which he refers to as his blood, out of a vessel made from stone. How many times in Scripture is Jesus portrayed as the rock? I'll let you look into that. Also, the fact that previously in history, other types of more temporary vessels were used for the purpose of ritual purity, but right before Jesus came, and only for about 100 years total, these more permanent stone vessels were produced, which gets me even more excited about how this profound metaphor would have come to be.